if I find a way to get my work out, my audience will find me, and I will stop being like, hey Kanan, can you please do a spot on Wednesday so that audience comes and then I can do 10 minutes.
Yeah. I was very happy when you did Comicstaan because I felt like that was the perfect place for you. Like in my head, I didn't think that you were gonna win Comicstaan because I feel like that's like considering the group that you were with, I was like, I don't think number one is gonna happen. But I felt like it was perfect for you because it managed to get, because you have a very unique voice as far as comics go. And I felt like that kind of unique voice would not have made it on YouTube as quickly as it would have made it with Comicstaan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I did Comicstaan. Even I know that.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that you had that. And I remember we were having this conversation when you were going to do Comicstaan as well. Where it was a very well thought out thing for you. You know, for you and Akash at least, it was a very well thought out thing. I felt like it was a very geniusly thought out thing. With the rest, I felt like, you know, it's Samay and all, it's like, okay, this is your big break to become something, in the comedy scene quickly. But for the two of you, it was a very different, like you've been through a very long grind. You've seen some success. Akash, a little more success than you had seen at that point. And then you're in this competition.
At YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, and on the pool, in the competition, you have a lot of these newer guys, right? Keeping your original thing in mind, how was it doing Comicstaan? Like, that's what I am more interested in.
No, I want to ask you, what the fuck do you mean by I knew you wouldn't come first, motherfucker?
Yeah, I had a feeling because you're not as Hindi as the others. And it's always a Hindi person that comes
true. Even I knew that. No, I knew that. I know you know that. I was just saying that to be a dick. But yeah, the whole thing was that Amazon as marketing and all also knew that they want someone massier. And I knew I'm not going to get that. But I knew that I will get seen by people at least. And that's what I went for. And that's exactly what I wanted. I was just like, dude, I'm fucking tired of being in this fucking place where I know I'm fucking great. Like, I'm not like Dave Chappelle great, but I'm better than people who are overtaking me.
Yeah.
So I was like, the whole thing is that unfortunately this is show business. And if I find a way to get my work out, my audience will find me, and I will stop being like, hey Kanan, can you please do a spot on Wednesday so that audience comes and then I can do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise nobody will come. I was like, even if like fucking 3 people come for me just because they want me, at least I will fucking have a momentum place to start with.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's context, right? Like if I made relationship, people know that, okay, I've seen this guy on that show, and now this is him with other comic friends. But but if I did relationship when people did not know me, they would be like, who the fuck is this guy? Even though backstage everybody knows me, in front of the stage everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy and why is he talking to these 4 people?
Yeah.
So I was like, I just need for 1 second for people to get context me, an opening, a foot in the door basically, so that I can take this forward wherever this goes now. Now I have to work hard from here, but at least look at me for a second.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
And the thing about Comicstaan also is that like for 10 consecutive weeks they show you.
Yeah.
So even if you sucked, people recognize you. So I was like, regardless of everything, people will recognize you. And then I have to do whatever I have to do after that. So I was going to put out videos. I had a bunch of bits. I was going to put it out. I was also acting like, I'm too high art to have a reality shows choose how to show me. But then Prashasti was like, dude, look how fucking well I'm doing. And Prashasti comes to me one day and Prashasti was like, do you know yesterday I had a show at Cuckoo Club where I sold more tickets than Sumit Anand? And I was like, oh, that's good for you. She's like, no, Sumit Anand is a great comic. I was like, okay. So she's like, no, but that's how much Comicstaan has done for me.
Yeah, that's how showbiz works also.
She said, why the fuck don't you do it? And look, Prashasti and I aren't like buddies for her to fucking talk sense into me. So I really appreciated it. She was like, dude, you're stupid if you're not doing it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really appreciate this. I think I will consider it because you're right. Because at the end of the day, it's not about, oh, I'm high art. It's also about, okay, people should see me so that I can be high art also.
Yeah.
So I was like, because what's the point of being, oh, I'm high art in your fucking living room until people don't know who you are.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
then I was like, and also like I had read somewhere that like Dave Chappelle had done like 7 fucking comedy reality shows way back in the day. And I was like, you look at Dave Chappelle right now and he's like, oh, fuck this, fuck you, fuck this institution. No one can judge me. I'll say exactly what I want. But he also had to do these things.
Yeah.
Who am I to sit here and be like, fuck this show? I'm going to make it big by myself.
Yeah.
So then I was like, you know what? I'm not too good for anything. There's a show. The big fear is, that you'll not be portrayed the way you want to be portrayed. They will take care of the edit. They will cut out your favorite jokes. But that's okay. Because it's not Saregama, right? There's no like drama in this.
Yeah.
They showed everybody in a good light. You do as well as you do. And the editor will make sure that he can try to show you as well as you did.
Yeah.
If you did badly, that's on you.
Yeah.
He will still try his best to make the show entertaining.
Yeah.
And in that process, people will see you.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So it did work out in my favor, and I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, I couldn't have done Comicstaan even if I wanted to. I think I was too far along.
Yeah, I know that. You already had like a good amount of subscribers and shit. They probably would have rejected you. They would have said that you're doing well. You don't need this.
Yeah. I agree. I think that, and I think what really messed with me initially, was like when people were talking about doing it in the first season, at least people were like, Akash, you should do it. And I was like, but I cannot get over the idea that Biswa and I, we have this relationship, and now they're going to be a judge on a show and everybody's going to pretend in the audition like they've not seen me before,
Yeah. So that was also something that I cringed hard on. Okay. Oh, my neighbor's fighting.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You might hear some of that.
That's
but
okay.
I mean, that's just masala.
That's life.
Okay. So I was saying that even I cringed hard at that because they made it look, because here's the thing, people don't fucking understand. The comedy community is small. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And comedy is a place where you're constantly rejected on stage, so everybody has a certain amount of humility. So when you're in the green room, everybody is on equal level. No matter how big you are, you might eat shit that night, and me with 0 followers on Instagram will fucking destroy that night. So everybody is equal in the fucking green room.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the show, they try to show it as these lucky strugglers got a chance to meet Kanan, Biswa, Zakir, Sumukhi, Kaniz and Neeti. And then everybody was like, wow, Raunaq, good for you. It was very nice. It was a great experience. I had never met them. I touched their feet.
Do you feel like after
exposure for you?
Do you feel like after the very quantifiable success, I call Comicstaan a quantifiable success, right? Because it's something where
of course
people who have no idea what the fuck comedy is and how it works also understand कि हाँ इसने कुछ उखाड़ा है अभी. Did your parents, I know how your dad looked at the job specifically, how difficult it was for you with them. Did that relationship change because of Comicstaan a little bit? Did that reduce the strain?
Yes. Oh, and I hated it. Can I tell you this? Look, when I was younger, my dad was like, fuck you and your stand-up comedy. Okay? तुम ये क्या कर रहे हो? तुम business क्यों नहीं join कर रहे हो? Why don't you become a banker? Do you know the kind of clients I have met? The kind of education they have? Not this shit. I've never met a stand-up comedian. You fucking stand-up comedian. Okay? And then my first video goes viral. And then he broadcast to everybody, look at my son. And I'm like, fuck this. Fuck this. You don't get to fucking say this now. Okay? So then after that, when I did Comicstaan especially, so even after the video went viral, that stopped being a cool thing. He was just like, oh, shut up, you loser. You have to fucking be, you have to fucking finish some fucking degrees and get a fucking job and you have to do the grind.
Did you finish the law degree, Raunaq?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
You did too, right?
Yeah. By the way, Raunaq is also a lawyer. He did law after BMM. So, yes, proud of you, Sonia.
The worst combo. So when I did Comicstaan, and my dad was like, oh, this is going to be on Prime.
Where I see
Then he was like, can I come for a shoot? Can I come for a shoot? You think I can come for a shoot? You know, my son, guys, he's doing a show for Amazon Prime. You know that Amazon is Jeff Bezos. You know Jeff Bezos? He's a friend of Raunaq. And I was like, fuck off.